I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. They bad boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check, 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 check. Going up, going up, going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up, going up, going up. Tell it like my persona. Going up, going up, going up. Remember them was on us. We used to drag them hunters. Now we pull up in the furnace. Blow up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Seahawks would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Raiders going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Three and a half to go, first quarter. And this is a true fan favorite here in the Northwest, Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. It's man. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he rifles one incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, Rawls. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a play fake. Carr. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Lynch. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the ground, Rawls. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Trey Madden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Washington. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 38 yards on the scamper there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. They try again with Lynch. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Washington, 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Now the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And that'll be taken just outside the... Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From midfield, here's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Gives it off to Washington. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Gives to Marshawn. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A Raiders 1st down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Red zone opportunity. On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Meanwhile, down in Glendale, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And the offense looks to pick up the 1st here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now Wilson. Forward with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Wilson again to Rawls. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the ball?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go again with Rawls. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Carr on the give. It's Washington. And some room to roam now. It's a big play there for Oakland. 41 yards. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
First down, the run with Lynch. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. On the give, this is Lynch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why